Hello and welcome to another video. And in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can start to create your first report in Power BI. Power BI being a data visualization and analysis tool, we can create various reports in the application. And let's see how we can do that. So when you have cleaned your data in the Power Query editor and you load your data into Power BI, if you haven't seen the video that I did on basic cleaning of data in the Power Query editor, please go ahead and watch that video. I'll put the link to that video in the description. So when your data has been loaded into the report view, this is the report view that you are seeing here, where it says build visuals with your data. Which data? This data that is on the far right of your Power BI interface here. So you'll see that the data that I have here is 3 tables: people, returns, and sales. And I can expand on each one of these tables to see the columns that are in the table. And of course, if I really want to have a preview of the data that is in these tables, I can't see that preview here by just clicking on these tables. If I want to see the data that each table holds, I'll have to go to the left side of this interface here and go to table view. So if I click on table view here, I'll be able to see the data that is in each and every one of these tables here. Like here, the people table has this data, the returns table has this data, and the sales table has this data that I have here. So this is the data that has been loaded into Power BI for me. And if I go to the other one, which is the model view, I can see the relationships that are existing between these tables, between the 3 tables: the returns, the sales, and the people. And the relationships, as you can see, the returns table is quite related to the people table, like that. Well, I'm going to do another video talking about data modeling and these relationships in Power BI, how Power BI identifies relationships between tables, and how you can create your own relationships between tables. But for now, in the context of this video, I'm just going to be showing how you can start to create your first report. But be in mind that for you to start creating your first report, you need to have your tables related. You need to have your relationships between your tables correctly set. Okay, so for you to just create a report, let's say, suppose all your tables have been correctly established in terms of their relationships, then the first thing that you may need to do is then go ahead and do your visualization of the data. Now, if you look at the interface here, you have the report view, and then you have the filters pane, which is right here, which has been collapsed in this case here, and you have the visualizations pane, which is this one. And in the visualizations pane is where you have all these options that we have here, that can help you to start creating your first Power BI report. So for you to start creating a report, you can click on any visualization that you so wish to use. Like if, for example, you want a pie chart, you just click on pie chart there. And the moment that you click on any visualization, just below the visualizations pane there, Power BI is going to present to you the fields that are associated with a pie chart. Like we know that a pie chart should have a legend, which are the labels. A pie chart should have the values themselves, which should be the values that are corresponding to each label. So it gives you, or it presents the fields that are to do with the visualization that you have selected there. If I select the visualization called, let's say, clustered column chart, if I click on that, the visualization here is going to change to a clustered column chart, and Power BI will present to me the fields that are associated with a column chart, and we have the x-axis. Of course, we know a column chart has an x-axis and a y-axis, and of course you need also to add a legend as an option. This is quite optional. Okay, so let's go back to our pie chart here, and in your visualization, Power BI will then give you a chance to then put the data in these fields. So these fields, where does the data come from? The data has to come from the tables that you have imported here. This is where the data has to come from. Let's say I go to the sales table there. I just expand on the sales table, and I want to know the profit that was made per category. So if I choose on category here, Power BI will put category in the legend, and category is going to be my legend or my labels for the data that I'm going to put against those labels. And what are the values for these labels that I want? I want to know the profit for all these categories: furniture, office supplies, and technology. So if I want, I can just go and click on profit here. So if I click on profit, it will snap on the values field here like that. Or if I want to just drag it, I can just click and hold my mouse key, and I drag that field or that column to the values field there, and I release it when I am in the values field, and it will show me that my pie chart has been populated with the sum of the profit, but this sum of the profit is according to the categories that I have put in the legend here. And which are the categories? These are the categories here: the technology, the office supplies, and the furniture in this instance. So I've just created my first report in Power BI. And that's how easy it is to create reports in Power BI. And I can go ahead and create another report here. Let's say I want a clustered column chart. Go to a clustered column chart there. Now make sure when you are selecting your next visualization, this one is not selected, because the moment you select a new visualization here, whilst this one is selected, it is simply going to change this visualization. Just watch this. This one has been selected, and if I go to say clustered column chart, it's simply going to change this visualization. Okay, so make sure that you don't know you have your correct the visualization not selected like that. You just click away in the white space so that you remove the highlight on this visualization. Just click on the white space there and go and select your new visualization, which in my case is a clustered column chart. So I'll click on clustered column chart, and I'll see here I have a skeleton or a shell of a clustered column chart. I can just drag this, just click on it and drag it into a space where you feel it will be better for you to create that report. And you can of course expand it. If you just go onto the corners there or the sides, you can just drag them as you wish. So I'll go to the corner, drag this down a bit so that my visualization is a bit pronounced. Then I'll then think about the data that I need to put on the x-axis and on the y-axis. As I have said, Power BI will present these fields according to the visualization that you choose. So in this instance, I have chosen a clustered column chart, and Power BI has given me the x-axis and the y-axis fields ready for me to give them the data. So on the x-axis, I'll simply say maybe I want my visualization to be per market. Okay, I want to know the quantities that were sold per market. I'll just click on market, and you see here market will come and snap on the x-axis, or I can just drag market to the x-axis. Click on market, click and hold and drag it to the x-axis like that. It snaps, and click and drag the quantity and put it on the y-axis like that. Okay, then my report is visualized like that. So this will be the report for the sum of all the quantities sold according to each market. So the market is on the x-axis and the quantity is on the y-axis. So this is the sum of quantity per market. And if I hover my mouse over any of these bars, it would show me the market. This market is Asia, Asia Pacific, and this quantity sold there were 263 sorry, 26,394. So that's how easy you can create a report in Power BI. Of course, I'm going to come again with another video of how you can create more advanced visualizations using your data. But in the context of this video, this is how you can create a basic visualization or report about your data. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to see you again in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.